Hello and welcome to the TMZ podcast. I'm Charlie Cotton, and joining me on the podcast today is my good friend, newsbreaker, lovemaker, Deven Rall.
What's up, bro? Good to see you.
It's good to see you, mate.
It's been a while.
I know.
I mean, you've been busy, launching your own pod, and you know, I've been in the trenches in the newsroom, so.
You've been breaking a lot of big stories in there, man.
What's new?
What's new? Well, okay. I'll tell you what's
news.
What's news? That should be the name of the new podcast. What's news? Nah, forget it.
I don't like it.
We'll talk about George Clooney versus Donald Trump because George is doubling down on his assertion that Biden was too old and should have dropped out of the running.
Right, because I mean, he wrote that whole thing in the New York Times, essentially being like, I saw him recently, which paved the way for Kamala Harris
which didn't work out so well, but he's standing by it. So we'll talk about that. Also, Tiger Woods confirms his new relationship with Vanessa Trump.
But don't talk about it. But respect their privacy.
Yeah, we want privacy. We want privacy. But here's us lying like half naked on each other.
Yeah.
Privacy, please. And finally, Channing Tatum, he has a new boo too.
Boo too?
He has a new boo too. She's from Down Under.
Really?
Inca Williams.
She's Australian?
She's Australian.
Interesting.
And he's talking about how he's never going to take another fat role again.
I know. He has got some photos.
And he's got some photos to prove it.
Yeah.
Are we live, Branson? Are we live today? We are not live. Do not leave your comments and concerns.
Thank God.
We'll be live tomorrow, maybe. Hopefully back tomorrow.
Sounds good.
To begin with, though, let's talk about George Clooney because he was on 60 Minutes last night, basically talking about his new play that he's got, but also...
Good night and good luck.
Is that what the play is?
Yeah, it's about legendary journalist Edward R. Murrow.
I remember him well.
Do you?
No. But yeah, he was talking about what a big role he played in last election cycle. I don't know if Biden would have stepped down anyway, but George Clooney, he was the straw that broke the camel's back. Like when he came out against Biden saying, I just saw him and he was too old, that's kind of when everything started crumbling. And now when he's talking to 60 Minutes, despite everything that happened since that decision, he's saying he stands by it. Would do the same again.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like you said, that was kind of what paved the way for Kamala Harris to basically run, and obviously lost terribly. But I mean, I get him doubling down because did you think Biden was going to beat Trump?
No.
Exactly. So it didn't change anything, and he clearly at the time thought he was doing what's best for the country or what he thought was best. So it's like, why just because she ended up losing does that change, of the reason why he even came forward in the first place?
No, I totally agree. I mean, I don't even think that when George was petitioning for Joe to step down, he wasn't saying, we need Kamala. He was just saying, Joe got to go.
Right.
Let's get somebody else. And I guess,
But at that point, it was too late anyway.
It was too late.
It was way too late. And so I think people on the other side of things were like, George is just doing this to save his own ass because he clearly knows about how he is behind the scenes, and now he realizes it's going to come to the forefront when he does the debates and stuff. I don't know. And of course, Trump weighed in.
Weighed in. You want to read out?
Second-rate movie star, failed political pundit, the usual go-tos.
Failed political pundit, maybe, but second-rate movie star?
I mean, what's
George
the last
Clooney?
big movie he's been in?
I don't know. I don't know.
But I would never consider him not an A-list star.
Right.
As far as his movie career goes.
He's A-list. In fact, do you think George Clooney could run for president?
The funny thing is, I mean, I don't know enough about it. At this point, I feel like with what we've seen, anyone could run and potentially win. But dude, doesn't he kind of look presidential? Like he looks like he played a president in a movie at some point.
I wish that
he does look presidential.
He does. And he's handsome and well liked.
And his wife is in politics, I believe. I think she's
Amal.
I forgot exactly
she's
what
a lawyer
she does,
or something.
But they're in that space. I mean, I don't understand why he wouldn't.
Are we looking at our next president, maybe? George Clooney 2028?
Dude, I think
it wouldn't surprise me.
It wouldn't be the biggest surprise at all.
Right.
Especially just like I said, how political he is.
Right.
So
let's call it here now, just so we can be the first ones if it's right. If it's wrong, we'll never talk about it again.
We'll just delete the episode. Okay, perfect.
Okay. On to our next story. Tiger Woods has a new girlfriend.
I love this story.
You love the story. Tell me about it.
Well, it's just, obviously broke, I think it was the end of last week. I don't know. But there was just reports that he was dating Vanessa Trump. Vanessa Trump, obviously Don Jr.'s ex. They've been divorced for years, but just an interesting dynamic because, like, obviously Tiger Woods really good friends with Donald Trump.
Right.
So it makes sense that he would run in these circles and meet her. But also, it's like that's Donald Trump Jr.'s ex. So does that make it weird?
I don't know. A little awkward, maybe?
Maybe. I feel like if enough time's passed, they've been divorced since like 2018. So I feel like he probably doesn't even care.
Oh, that's not that long. 5 years? Or
Plus, it's been reported that like they both live in Florida. They have kids that go to the same school.
Right.
So it kind of all lines up of why they would mingle. And, look at her. He's got it tight.
I think a lot of sort of progressive men may cross the aisle for Vanessa Trump.
Really?
I think so.
Would you cross the aisle?
In another life, yeah.
not on air.
Not on this.
But the interesting thing I think that they were getting a lot of hate from was that, like I said, this report came out and you hadn't heard from Tiger or Vanessa. And then Tiger decided, I'm going to break the ice here. They went Instagram official. And he posted this long caption, "Love is in the air and life is better with you by my side," which does not sound like something any guy has ever said. But that was from Tiger's Instagram and Twitter account or X account. He says, "We look forward to our journey through life together. At this time, we would appreciate privacy to all those close to our hearts."
Okay. Did someone usually say that when they start a relationship? Usually it's to do with a tragedy or something.
When someone dies, you usually say, can we please, the family, please have their privacy during these trying times. And it's weird that it's like, dude, first of all, you're announcing on Instagram, you're in a relationship. It's not that big of a deal.
Right.
You two are very famous. Of course, people are going to be interested in this relationship.
Yeah, why even announce it? Just keep living your life.
Just keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
Keep it moving. And if once the paparazzi photos come out of you guys, then just that's when it comes out.
Right.
But at this point, there was no images of them. I think what this is, because he said at this time we would appreciate privacy to all those close to our hearts. I think this is him being like, hey guys, we're in a relationship. If you're close to us, don't leak anything to the media. Because he says to all those close to our hearts.
So he's threatening his family.
He's threatening the people that are close to them, being like, hey, we want to keep this private. Please don't speak about it.
Oh, was it someone who leaked that made this story originally?
How else would it have gotten out originally? There were no images of them together. Then all of a sudden there's a story out. They're dating, which was clearly accurate and was clearly leaked by someone close to them. So I think this is them being like, here's a photo of us. Close to us. If you want to keep being close to us, don't leak stuff to the media.
Yeah, but what happens if I leak it anonymously?
Well, that's how leaks happen, bro.
Right.
That's how leaks happen, bro.
But I like that. I kind of, it's a couple that kind of make sense. She is his type.
Right. Hot blonde.
Hot blonde, basically. And, as you say, he loves Trump. And this is Trump's, daughter-in-law kind of
daughter-in-law.
Well, the
if you're divorced, then you're ex.
Yeah, but Donald Trump's grandkids,
but still, the mom of his grandkids.
Right,
correct.
Well,
congrats.
I
mean, I don't know. People definitely care about this relationship.
It is interesting,
but we'll see.
Okay, on to our final story. Channing Tatum, or is it Channing? I never know.
Channing.
It's Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum vows never to do fat rolls again. As he put up an Instagram, he did a carousel of Instagram photos, basically showing him, he thinks too skinny.
Well, the first one is him today, 205. Just looking jacked.
That's him today.
Just looking shred city.
Shred.
But that's how he
city.
always looked, I thought.
Well, not always.
But then,
scrolling.
So the second one is he says he had a movie called Josephine. So he's 235 there.
So is that too skinny? This one here?
No. The second one is here. I got it.
Is that too fat?
No. Yes.
That's supposed to be too fat?
Yeah, it's like, dude, I don't want to that looks like me, bro.
And you've got a good body.
No, I wouldn't say it's it looks a little bloated, but it's not that bad.
Right,
bro.
right.
But that's him being like, never again. And he also, the third one, which is the most shocking actually, is He says he was 172 for a movie Roof Man, and I mean, he looks skinny, bro.
I would kill for that body, man.
That looks like
kill for that.
That
body.
is more looks like you, but with you, he has abs.
Yeah, I wish that looked like me.
Bro, I don't get that though. Like, if you're that skinny, why do your abs not show?
Don't have any abs.
What do you mean, man?
Well, because
everyone has abs underneath the fat.
I know. But I mean, clearly his muscles are bigger than mine. You know, look, I've got no fat on my arm bicep, but it's not like my bicep does anything.
Wait, you have a tattoo under there?
Oh yeah, my acapella duo.
Velvet High. I've never noticed that one.
My acapella duo.
How'd it go? I mean,
we're on hiatus.
Yeah, permanently?
Yes, we are.
Wow, you learn something new every day.
Right. But so all of these photos get posted, and Channing's with his new girl over here.
You mentioned that. What's her name? Inca Williams?
Inca Williams.
Let me do some research. I don't follow her. I'm sure you do already.
I do.
Did you follow her before?
No, I don't think so.
I feel like you had to what?
I have to keep abreast of what's going on in celebrity world. So now I follow her.
Yeah, but I would figure that like you have your heart on the pulse of, or your hand on the pulse of like what happens in Australia.
Because a Big Down Under podcast.
Exactly, nice plug. But like anything big that comes out of there, it's like you should have known about it before it happened.
Yeah, I'm pretty good on sort of like Bindi Irwin scoops.
Okay.
You know.
Oh wow. Follow. For strictly because obviously she's with Channing now. And
do you think people from Australia are better looking than people from America?
I don't. That's kind of a loaded question.
Yeah.
I think that we're just because there's a lot less people from Australia, right?
That's true. So per capita,
I think you guys probably beat us. But I'm saying if we took like our top 10 and your top 10, I think we'd blow you guys out of the water.
That's a great answer.
I think we'd blow you out of the water.
That's a great answer.
But you do seem to have some beautiful men and women that come from down under.
We have, but that's just the ones we show. You know what I mean? Like,
what, you hide the others?
We hide the Uggs.
Oh, because I feel like there's probably a lot of gnarly people from Australia. Because I think of people being like, rugged. They live on the land. They're wrestling kangaroos.
Right. There's a few of those.
They don't have like teeth. Is that accurate? Or is that kind of offensive to you?
I don't get offended by that.
Okay.
But we do as like nerdy, not good looking people. But why show them off?
Yeah, we only learn about the really good looking ones.
That's right.
Right.
So because we're not live, it means we can't read out your comments.
That's unfortunate.
So what we're gonna do
I usually
instead,
love the comments.
Me too.
Are you just making up something right now?
Bro, yeah, I just typed in the famous birthdays
on my
phone.
Oh, okay.
You got 2 minutes to kill.
I feel like Charlie Neff would love this segment.
She actually invented this segment.
Oh, that makes total sense. I was right on with that.
Jim Parsons.
What's
he from? He's from that
he's from
Young Sheldon.
Yeah, no, that's
Sheldon.
It's the Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory. The Undertaker.
Oh, are you a big
He's
wrestling
60
guy?
years old today, and also Peyton Manning.
Wow.
Peyton Manning. Have you been listening to Big Down Under?
I haven't missed an episode.
Why?
No, I'm saying I have not missed an episode.
Oh, you have not missed an episode?
Yes, of course.
Because tomorrow, we probably have the biggest episode that we've ever come out with.
You got Steve Irwin?
Bit of bad news about Steve.
Oh, no.
He's dead.
Yeah, I know.
We got the mum from Bluey. You watched this Bluey cartoon?
No, but because obviously, I have a 6-month-old, so pretty soon here we're going to be getting in that stage of like watching all those kid shows.
Yeah. Yeah, I talked to the mum from Bluey.
Really?
It's actually...
She have a lot to say?
She's got a lot to say. It was actually a really good... I mean, do you know Bluey's the biggest show in the world by so much?
Just because like all the kids that watch the show.
Yes.
It's an Australian show?
Yes.
But it airs in the US or no?
Yeah, it airs everywhere. Everyone loves it. It airs on Disney Plus. You know how many minutes Bluey was streamed on Disney Plus last year? Over 50 billion minutes, which equals over 100,000 years.
That says a lot about like how lazy parents are, though.
Yeah, you just pop it on.
Yeah, like with the Miss Rachel thing as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
You'll find like, pads are a great babysitter.
You don't have to pay them.
You
just have to charge them.
Yeah, I mean, as long as they're up and down off the... Where are we going?
I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro.
Anyway, go listen to Big Down Under tomorrow or today.
I will.
Whatever you want to do.
Can't wait.
Thank you, Deven. Thank you, Deven, for all of your service here on the podcast.
Yeah, I don't know how well it went, but we did it.
No, you did fantastic, and hopefully Charlie Neff's sick again tomorrow. so you can come back.
I really need to follow up, but hopefully she's feeling better. Though.
Hopefully
I don't want her to be sick.
No, me neither. Well,
I'll get the text early in the morning. I'll let you know if she's sick.
Please. All right. Thank you, Deven.
Of course.
And we'll see you guys here tomorrow. Goodbye.